All right, welcome beautiful students to my awesome screencast of MLA format in Google Docs. So you're going to split your screen and follow the directions that I show you right now. First and foremost, you want to open a Google Doc, and if you haven't already downloaded Google Docs, you should probably do so. Click on the Google Doc. Okay. And when you're in here, in the bottom right, you will see the plus sign. You want to go ahead and hit plus. And instead of choosing a template, we're going to create our own MLA template. So you want to choose New Document, which is the pencil icon in the bottom right corner. And when you name the doc, you want to make sure that you name it MLA Doc 24-25 because you never know, a new version of MLA format may come out next year. So you want to make sure you designate the year and hit create. Okay. Should open up to this wonderful screen here. So what you're going to do now is in the upper right hand corner you will see 3 dots. You want to tap on that, and specifically you want to tap on the top option, which is print layout. That's going to allow you to see the changes that you make here with your MLA format. First and foremost, in that upper right hand corner where you're going to find most of the tools, you're going to click on that capital A with an underline, and once you do that, it'll open up or default to the text option in the top left. And you want to make sure at this point you set the correct MLA font, which you probably already know is not Arial, but it should be Times New Roman. So if you click on that and scroll down, you should be able to see Times New Roman. You select that, and then you simply choose the back button next to the word font in the upper left. And now you've got the correct type of font, but we also need to ensure that it is the correct MLA size of font. So below font you will see size, and it defaults to Arial 11 point. We don't want 11 point, we want 12. So click the upper arrow on the right once, and you should see the same, you should see it increase to 12 point. Once you're done with that, everything else that's a default should be fine. So at the top of this menu, you'll see next to the word text, you'll see the word paragraph. You're going to click on that next, and this will allow you to mess with alignment and line spacing and tabs. And specifically what you want to do here is you want to make sure that your line spacing is the correct MLA format, and it should be double spaced. And if you notice, it's at 1.15. So we're going to tap on the upper arrow 1-2 times until it goes to 2.00, and now you know that you have the correct font. Once you're done with that, you can simply just tap in the middle of your screen to get out of that menu. And the next thing that we're going to set up is the header. Now the header actually, let me get out of there. The header is actually in the upper right hand corner, and it is a 1/2 inch from the top of the margin. And so in order to do this header, you have to double tap up in the upper part of your document, which is above that blinking cursor. So literally just tap there, and you should see a faint gray line appear. Once you've done that, you want to make sure that the header is in the right position in the upper right hand corner. And the way that we're going to make sure that we're aligning this on the right side of the page is by choosing in the middle the highlighted right alignment. So right in the middle of this toolbar, in the middle, you'll tap on the right alignment, and it should bring your cursor all the way to the right side of the page. Now, what you want to do here is similar to what we've done before. We're going to go in all the way in the upper right hand corner where that capital A is with the underline. You're going to tap on that, and as you know, we've got to fix the font because the correct MLA formatted font is Times New Roman 12 point. So where it says font, you're going to click on Arial, you're going to scroll down, and you should see Times New Roman. Choose that. Again, click on the back arrow next to the word font, and then make sure that you're choosing the correct size by using the upper arrow to inch it up to 12 point. Okay. Once you've done that, you can tap back in that header space, and at this point you can type your last name. Okay. And I use the name John Doe as my pseudo student for all of my examples. So his last name would be Doe. You would type that out, Doe, hit a space, and then next we have to insert the page number. And so the page number option is going to be in the upper right hand corner again, but this time we're going to choose the plus sign. And when you have that, hit the plus sign, you're going to have to scroll down to page number. You're going to simply tap on that, and you're going to choose the first option in the upper left. Okay. Now your page number should be highlighted in gray, and it should be Times New Roman 12-point font. If not, you may have to highlight that number, go under the capital A with an underline, and make sure you choose the correct font. Mine seems to be in Times New Roman, so now all you have to do is tap below the header, that little gray line, so you're in the actual document, and now you're going to actually type up your heading. Now the heading first starts off with your name. So again, my fictional student is John Doe. Notice how it is full first and last name. You're going to hit return, and you'll notice that your document is double spaced. The next line requires your professor or your teacher's name, and you should type it as instructed. I am a Mrs., so go ahead and give me the abbreviation, and of course type out my last name. The next important thing is the subject, and you want to be as specific as you can. You want to spell out the class, and you want to spell out the block that you're in. So of course you are in an English 1 or English 1 honors. I'm going to, for purposes of this screencast, use English 1 honors. Notice how there's no abbreviations, there's no punctuation. And then I'm going to type the block, BLOC 1. Now if you're block 2, so on and so forth, make sure you change that accordingly, and then hit return again. And the last thing that you'll find in the MLA heading is the date. Now the date's pretty important. You want to make sure that you type in the due date, and for purposes of this assignment, your due date will be 19 August 2024. Obviously, in future screencasts, you adjust the date appropriately to the due date of the assignment. Once you've completed your heading, you hit return only once. You do not hit it 85 times. And you title your paper. And specifically for, whatever assignment you're actually completing. But this assignment, for purposes of right now, we're just going to name it the MLA Doc 24-25. And the reason for this is because we're going to be using this as a template throughout the year, and we'll just highlight and change, the date. You may need to change it if you're using this template for another class, and of course you'll change the title. All right, so now at this point, I'm going to stop the screencast, and there will be another screencast available to show you how to save this file to not only the documents on your iPad, but also how to save it to your Google Drive. And that's it for now. And, click on the next video and continue your understanding of not only Google Docs, but also how to use other apps in order to save your files and, of course, submit them. Have a great day.